All right, we're going to move on to our second shape for volume, and the shape is a sphere. So as we talked about in the surface area section, a sphere is just like a ball. Okay, and there's just two simple steps for the volume formula for a sphere is make sure that we have the radius. Now, if we have the diameter, which is all the way across the circle, then we just simply divide it by 2. And then from there, we're able to finish off our formula, which is radius times radius times radius times pi times 4 divided by 3. So a bit more of a longer one. So at this point, I'd like you to get out your volume formula and add the sphere just below the rectangular prism. So go ahead and pause the video and add it there. All right. So let's get started. The very first thing we're going to check is if we have our radius, and we do, because the line only goes from the middle. So the radius is 3 feet, and so it's going to be 3 times 3 times 3 times pi times 4 divided by 3. So go ahead and put that into your calculator. And you should get 113.097. And of course, at this point, we're going to look at our units, which is feet, and we have a little 3 on top because it's volume. All right, let's move on to our next one. So for this one, you'll notice that we actually have our diameter. So I would like you to figure out what we're going to do with that, how we can get from our diameter to our radius. So go ahead and pause the video and try that out. All right, so if you went 12 divided by 2 was 6, you were correct. So for this one, our radius is 6 centimeters. All right, so we're ready to fill in our formula. So the radius times radius times radius times pi times 4 divided by 3. So I'd like you to go ahead and type that into your calculator and find the answer. All right, so you should have got 904.778, and that will be centimeters cubed. Let's try one last one. So the very first thing we're going to do is figure out if we have the radius, and we do. So the radius is 7 centimeters. So at this point, I'd like you to pause the video and complete the formula and find out the answer. So go ahead and do that now. All right. So you should have 7 times 7 times 7 times pi times 4 divided by 3. So that equals 1,436.755 centimeters cubed. Alright, so now you have your skills to complete Chapter 4.3 homework, and specifically questions 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And of course, there are 2 questions on the chapter quiz that are similar to these questions.